everybody, it's Emily from Vintage Polka Dot Shop, and I have some little journals to share with you. I actually made these and finished these last year, and then I did my father-in-law's like estate sale and helped him move into the retired living and all this other stuff, and then they just got put away and forgotten all about. Well, kind of forgotten. So finally, I'm ready to list them. I've done my photographs. So when you see this video, they will be listed. And these are all made from envelopes. And I used a tutorial, and I will link it below, from Barbara from 49 Dragonflies. Sorry, 49 Dragonflies. I'll put a link below. And probably what I'll do is, because I made these a while ago, is, so you can kind of tell, brain work. Sorry, been a long day. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I'll just link stuff. I don't know if I can remember where I got just off the top of my head. As you could tell, I'm very, very sharp today. So as I think of things, I'll say it. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so you can't even tell, right? You can't even tell I was gone. So anyway, I had a thought, which is a rare thing today. So I'm just going to go through these quickly. They're not very big. They're about, you use 6 envelopes to make them, and you cut 1 in half. And that's your cover and your back, and they're no-sew. So as I said, I will put the link because they're super fun to make. And these are very collagey that I did. Lots of Tim Holtz. I was using lots of my Tim Holtz stuff and my lace. So I used See Possibilities Everywhere. And then, of course, Tim Holtz. And then vintage keys for the closure on this one. And I do have lots of, listings with vintage keys if you need any. Tip, if you make this, okay, when I first did it, I did not use, I tried my 3-in-1 glue. When I took these out, like later on, all the keys have popped off. E6000, that's what you need to use. I don't normally like tout one glue, but E6000. Anything else, I think, and you'll be disappointed. If you know another glue, please share it below, because we could all, sharing is caring, as they say. So these envelopes, for this one, I use the ones in my store that are like this, and then of course I have a craft one like this too. So I just used a variety of these. I will list them below. So as you can tell, you can see, like, this is, I think, I'm not sure if this is this is what happens when you make it the year before, if it's the full length one or not. I don't think it is. I think it's the one that's solid. So this comes out, and it's a pocket, or a card. I mean, not a pocket, but this is a pocket. Oh my gosh, I probably should not be doing this today because my brain is fried, but I want to get these listed so I can start my next journals. It's always so exciting to start something new. And since I did these last year, I had coffee dyed tracing paper for sale. I don't have that this year, sorry. And then a little collage, and, Tim Holtz paper doll. And then these are printables, and then I printed them on printable vellum, that you can run through your printer. Boy, that was a lot. Take a drink. And then the Tim Holtz, I don't think he calls them journaling cards anymore, but mine are so old, they're journaling cards. If I can find them, I'll put them, just so you can, know what the heck I'm talking about. And a vintage photograph. And then the Tim Holtz plate that says Embrace Imperfection. Oh, there we go. Now you can see it. Same thing. Printable on a vellum, printable butterflies. And then once again, one of the pockets. One of the, one of these. And These don't coffee dye very well, so I don't do that. I don't sell them coffee dyed. So all this is ink, where they're just to kind of, I just inked it. Oh, that comes out that side. That comes out this side. And this is, I think this is one of those Tim Holtz. Are they backgrounds? I'm not sure, but I was having fun with all my Tim Holtz stuff. Tim Holtz, the background papers, Tim Holtz, Tim Holtz, Emily Lace for my stash. And then on this side, for this envelope, so when you're watching her tutorial, I don't think she has windows, but I just went and took the square punch as far down as it would go through the envelope right here, and then put the slide on top of it. And then this is one of the Tim Holtz, I don't know. It's in one of his ephemera kits, just a little piece of ephemera. And then Tim Holtz stamps, these two, but this I'll show you. And I think I found, oh, it's right here. I think I found this set on Etsy, and it is huge. But I'll tell you what, I've been playing with it lately. Look at this. It's Iron Orchard Designs. And see, yeah, there's our, is it that bee? Well, it's one of these bees. I think it's this bee. I do use the Tim Holtz stamping platform so I can get a really good image, but these are great. I've been having a lot of fun with these. So there's that. And then just another little collage. I'm trying to remember. I can't even remember where all the pockets are. Oh, yeah, look at that, another pocket. Which is really just the gap between the two envelopes. And see, like, here's one of the brown ones with the opening. And then she slides out. And then there's a card behind there. Wait, what did I do? Oh, I just made it longer so it would fit. Well, look at me. As I said, I made these last year, and I kind of looked through them again, but I didn't do it all the way. So, let's see. And then line it up so her head, kind of the crown rests on her head right there. And then those are the, I can't remember what those are, but they're more Tim Holtz stickers. And then a pocket, more Tim Holtz. Are you seeing a pattern here? But this is vintage. This is a vintage playing card. I'm not sure if the bird is Tim Holtz or a printable, to be honest. I can't tell. I think it's a Tim Holtz. And then the back. So that's that one. And then I stitched, this is some of my coffee dyed muslin that I just tore into a narrower strip. And then just kind of stitched it through, you know, threaded it through the key with my machine. And I was going for messy. So I wouldn't have minded if I could have done it a little messier. It would also be cute. And I think I toyed the idea and just decided not to do it, to stitch all the way around to add some more stitches. So that's this one. And this one will be called Discover. And then we've got Always Take the Scenic Route. And this is one of those, I love playing with these Tim Holtz chipboard sayings and using the, okay, I can't remember it. The diamond, I'll put it below. I'm sorry, guys. Wow, this is a great articulate video. Oh, wow. All right, and then, you know, got stitches all around there, and this is Tim Holtz, the photographs from Tim Holtz. Even this is like his backgrounds that he sells now for paper. Another Tim Holtz photograph. I think this is, this was either from Joanne, I think Joanne Fabrics, RIP, or Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure. And then, of course, another key closures. And we'll open it up. These are all very similar. Oop, 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 oop. Okay, so like this one has a pocket up here with a little card in there. And of course, you know, you could take these out and put your own cards if you wanted to journal them. But they're just kind of like fun little collage journals. And then another collage. And oh, and then this envelope, I think, are they these? Oh, look at that. I wasn't sure if because I had 2 sizes of these. So for this journal, this one is the size. It's the other one, I think that, anyway, I have these in my shop. I'm not finishing my thoughts. So, and then we got a pocket with a little bit of lace, another Tim Holtz card, cute vintage photograph with puppies. So cute. And it says, enjoy the journey. Also Tim Holtz paper. I just love the backgrounds on some of these. And this is an actual old game card, and then some of my tape. And I did see, if you look at my fingers, see how that's what I was, obviously not these because I made these last year, but that's what I've been doing the last 2 days. I had a migraine yesterday. Perfect activity for that, where I wasn't so sick, where I needed to do something that wasn't hard. So it's not necessarily an easy thing to make, but it's not hard. It doesn't require a lot of brain power, which, as you could tell, I need those kind of things right now. So, okay, get that back in there. Okay, how did I guess that's how I had it. It feels like it was in there more, but I guess that's how I had it. Okay, and also just the butterflies from Printable printed on vellum. And another collage with some stamping and a pocket with more fun goodies. And I used a lot of these butterflies. I like to staple them down because then you can kind of, give it a little bit of dimension. And more collaging. And I'm not missing any pocket. You know what? It's very possible. I don't think I've missed anything there. Oh, and then this one came out really cute. So got a little collage. Got the square, like I said, where you punch it out. And then when you take it out, it's the photo of these ladies. I thought that one came out cute. If I do say so myself. So we got to get that back in there. Line those ladies up. There we go. And then once again, Tim Holtz for the background. And then it's this bird from this set, which I should say the name in case you just want to Google it. But I'll put it down. I have no idea. It's these birdies. Oh, it's just got a number. Oh, here, I'll just show you. But I'll put a link so at least you can, do a Google search. It's faded because I keep these in the window. And then we got the collage. And here's this pocket. Cute little, just a simple little card and little tabs. And these, like this one and this one, are the Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby and, Tim Holtz. And another Tim Holtz journaling card. And there we go. I can tie that later because I need to probably, and then another Tim Holtz photograph. I love them with the lace sticking out, don't you? I just love it. I love it when journals have stuff sticking out of them because I'm always like, ooh, what's in there? So, and that's exactly how I talk, by the way. Ooh. Okay. I have some blonde in me. Alrighty. So we got this collage, and then there's the card for that. And then this one flips up. And this is the printable, the transparency that you can print on, but same butterflies. Okay, and then we've got another Tim Holtz, but we just used lace for to pull it out. Don't go crazy here. Oh yeah, this was the envelope, I think, that's a little bigger. Yeah, I don't have these big envelopes anymore. So, unfortunately, they all sold. So, but I still have this size in the store. And then we have this great old photograph. And the plate says, possibility begins with imagination. And then also I did the photograph again with he's got his flag. And some just ephemera pieces and a little collage and stitching. And then a long time ago, so the OG people that bought stuff from my store, some of you still buy from me, and some of you still watch my videos, so you may have these envelopes. I don't have them anymore. And then I cannot remember if I put anything in here or not, and I didn't look. I thought, oh, look at that. I did. So a journaling card in there. So obviously I don't have these anymore. But a more collage. And then we got that guy. And then these pockets. That one's got the little card and this transparency. And let's see. And then just another card you can pull out. And once again, it's one of these stamps. There. So cute. Such a cute set. And looks like we have another one right there. All right. I love that background paper. So cute. And then this was like the first one I made. And this is a Mrs. Coggs printable. A little close. And the plates on the front of this one. Possibility begins with imagination. And then instead of using the keys for the closures, I just put a key there. And then I put the key, not the key, the fabric between this top image and the envelope. So that's how I did that one. It's a problem when you make stuff like this. You just get a ton of ideas as you go, which is, hold on a second, don't look. Okay. So we got a pocket here. And then I did the, I can't remember what that paste is called. And you do it over the stencil. So, texture. I don't know. Is it texture paste? I don't remember what it's called. And then this one I did to Brad's. And then we've got a little thing that says wish. And then you can lift it up. And then there's your Flutterby. And I think there it is. And then there's a little card in there. Journal on. And then we got and I don't have any more of these envelopes either. These have sold. But if I ever find some more, I will dye them because they're really fun to play with. And then we got a vintage photo, and it says, it's the little things that make life big. And then some of my antique tape with a little piece of lace here. And then that comes out, and that's one of those, I think it's Field Notes or something, the ephemera that Tim Holtz has. And then that's a Tim Holtz butterfly stamp. And then a journaling card. And then a vintage bingo card. And then the mushrooms are from the Hobby Lobby ephemera packs that they sell there. I think. Could be Tim Holtz, though, now I think about it. And then we got the butterfly. And then I used a Tim Holtz die to make the little frame and some more old lace. And then another card. These were fun to make, but I was going to make a video, make one online. And after I made these 4, I was kind of done. I do that sometimes. I get really excited. And then I kind of burn myself out. And then more stamping. So if you're seeing this video, that means these are available for purchase. I will try to link like the relevant things like these stamps if you're interested, and these envelopes. Maybe some of this Tim Holtz stuff just to kind of, anything that's like on Amazon will be affiliated. I'll put the things that are affiliated since you have to do that legally, And let me know if you have any questions or thoughts in the comments below. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.